all-time favorites right here on HSN. I tried so hard to get this for my host pick, but we couldn't get enough quantity, okay? So this is Panasonic. What Panasonic has done is put together the most incredible system. This is not just your phones. This is an incredible answering system because you're gonna get right here, so important, right here, corded phone. So when the storms hit, you may still talk on your phone, even when the power is out. It is absolutely gorgeous in this champagne color. Finally, somebody thought to do a little designer touch. Look at the great big keys. Look at that great big screen that you can see right up here. And the most important thing is right down, where is it? It is the call block, right here. Call block, you get a crazy number, boom. Block them. We're going to give you 3 handsets as well. So a total of 4 phones, $99.95, 4 flex payments, and free shipping and handling. It is not just a customer pick. It's a huge customer pick. Lori Leland is joining me because something that we share is the fact that I have bought this phone system.
Me too.
I bought it for my parents. Did you give it to your parents or did you keep it for you?
I have one for me and I'm buying them another one also. Okay. They've asked for me to upgrade them, so I'm going to get them one too. But this is the one I'm using in my home. It's my favorite all-time home phone system because it has every single possible feature.
It really does.
It's crazy.
It doesn't hurt that it's champagne gold and it's so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
I mean, frankly, you had me at the champagne gold, but the features of this are incredible. I have the final 1,300 with almost 1,900 order. That's why I couldn't have it for my host pick. You know I begged.
I know.
I begged. I love this product so
You would
much.
have loved to have had it, and I would have loved to have presented it with you on a host pick, but I think we're going to be out by then.
I know. We have 1,300. That's
exactly.
Why.
And this is what you're getting. You're getting 4 handsets. So this really and truly is a whole home solution. You only need 1 phone jack. So you just plug that main base station wherever you have a phone jack in your home, and then you plug the remaining 1, 2, 3 handsets wherever you happen to have power. So you can have one in the powder room, in your closet. You can have one in the man cave. You can have one wherever you want. This has all of the latest features, all of the latest bells and whistles, and it's Panasonic, the #1 top global home phone manufacturer out there. So you really can't do any better. Everything is backlit. Everything is glowing. Everything is illuminated. Look at that giant screen. It's nearly 2 inches. All of your keys glow and illuminate. You heard how nice and loud that speakerphone is that's built right in. So if you want to be able to multitask, have a great conversation while you're folding laundry, while you're walking around the house, while you're doing things, you can do that with the speakerphone. You're also getting with this, and it's one of our all-time favorite features. This is new. This is why it's a huge customer pick at hsn.com. Almost all perfect reviews on this system. Over 4, I think maybe we're into 500 reviews now. Look at this. Dedicated call blocking button. Alice said it. And Panasonic is a smart company. They've offered call blocking for, you know, the last few sets that we've offered here at HSN, but to have that dedicated button right there where you don't have to dig into a menu to be able to block somebody, it's big. I don't know if you're aware of this, but political season is happening.
Really?
Yes. Did you know?
Hadn't noticed.
Yeah. It's hard to avoid it, right? All the robocalls, will you vote for a candidate?
Try as we might.
Try as we might, exactly. Will you please contribute to the campaign? Don't vote for this one, vote for that one. It's crazy. Now all you do is block, and that number is added to your 250 name and number call block list automatically. The other thing this has, it's built right in, which I think is really, really cool. You've got a little clip that you can put on. If you want to take that off, you can. It's DECT 6 Plus, and it has battery backup, to Alice's point. So if somebody is trying to call you and the power is out in your home and you only have cordless handsets, you're not going to be able to talk to that person. But if someone calls you with the power out, or if you'd like to try to keep in touch with loved ones when the power goes out, because of the battery backup on this, you will be able to place and receive phone calls in inclement weather, which is when you need to keep in touch with the people that you love the most. This is the most feature-packed system we have ever offered in our history here at HSN. Love that. Again, nice loud speakerphone. Love the adjustability with this. It even has a built-in sound detector, talking caller ID, everything you could possibly want in a home phone system. You're getting it here.
And you're getting it on 4 flex payments if you choose to do it, $24.99. I'm telling you, this phone system is absolutely one of the best I have ever offered you since I've been working here.
HSN.
Listen to that talking caller ID.
And it is very, very... my producer's going, block that call.
Well, it is Sunday.
They might want you to work longer.
And yeah, right. It's Sunday, and work is calling, so we are faced with sort of a conundrum.
Screaming moment.
You know, we could block, we could just not answer and let it go to the digital answering machine.
I think it should be called Shun.
Wondering if you had any plans after the show.
let me know.
No, listen to this. So Mike is calling, and basically, I think we might have a breakfast invitation on our hands, Alice. That's compelling.
We have been unshunned then.
We have been unshunned. But did you hear what I did? I was able to actually screen that call from the handset. Do you remember the days not long ago where you had to run into the base station to be able to listen to that call that you want to screen? With this system, you don't have to worry about it. You can be anywhere in your house. And keep in mind, if any of these features don't appeal to you, you can turn them off. But talking caller ID, when you subscribe to caller ID service, I love that. That means you're not running for a call if it's a telemarketer. That means you're not running for that call from that nosy neighbor that maybe you don't feel like talking to for the rest of the day. You just don't have to answer. Built-in digital answering machine with 17 minutes of record time. The other thing I want you to know, that message just now that I got from Mike, I could actually have this system call me on a dedicated number and play that message back to me no matter where I am. So it can call you on your work line. It can call you on your cell phone.
Could it call me on my Apple?
Of course it could.
Watch. It could call me on my Apple Watch.
Absolutely.
That's pretty mind-boggling, isn't it?
It's amazing.
Gosh,
it really
you've got to love technology. But you've got to love how easy this system and how smart this system is, how with the storms and everything else happening right now, how smart this is going to be. And I don't care if I don't care if it's summer or spring or fall. The storms seem to come all the time now, don't they? All those crazy storms. Everywhere. I don't care where you are. My daughter's playing golf at the Duke School of Golf.
Is she really?
Yeah,
That's
having
amazing.
a heat wave. It's hotter than Florida. North Carolina, I'm like, oh gosh.
Who knew?
I know, it's crazy. Listen, 4.5-star ratings on this, and I hope you'll read the reviews, because if you listen to Lori, if you'll listen to me, I know that we both own this system, have purchased this system. This system is awesome, and we again are very busy, down to our final 1,200 now, but with people ordering it, final 900 before these are all gone. It's why they wouldn't give it to me for my host pick. I started 4 months ago trying to get this for my host pick and could not get it. I was so disappointed.
I'm so sorry.
I'm going to start working on holiday. Okay?
Exactly.
Now,
It would
I
have
have
been
some
so
other
wonderful.
great things, so join me next Saturday for my host pick. It's going to be super fun.
It will be fun. So look at the battery backup feature. I've unplugged this. We shouldn't have any features working. All the features are still working. Talking caller
That's
ID,
weird.
everything is still
It's
working, even the
almost kind of-
screen. Isn't that amazing? I know it's like a spy technology.
Twilight
Hello.
Hello?
Hey, Mike. We got your invitation for lunch. That was a lunch invitation, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay, we are totally up for it. Alice and I will meet you for lunch.
Okay, you're buying, right?
Wait a minute. I thought you were buying.
Okay.
All right. See, we twisted
Okay,
his
I'll buy
alarm.
the first Bloody Mary. That's it.
Deal, my friend. Deal. All right. Thanks, Mikey. Bye. Okay, so I love how we're negotiating who's going to pay. That was a lot of fun. But look at this. We shouldn't have been able to receive that phone call. All the screens worked. The talking caller ID worked. Everything worked, even though this was unplugged from power. Love the fact that you can use speakerphone. All of your features and functionality still works. All you do is you put in 2 AAA batteries, and you'll have up to 8 hours of backup battery built right into this incredible corded handset. Now, the other thing I want you to know, too, this is a really neat feature Alice and I love. You actually have a sound detector feature. So if you want to use this system as your baby monitor, you're absolutely going to be able to do that.
He's meant to say teenage monitor.
Teenage monitor, pet monitor, whatever you want to listen in on in any room you want to hear, you're going to be able to do it. So here's the baby monitor feature right here. I'm just going to touch a couple buttons really quickly and just show you how easy this is to do. I'm doing it upside down. But here we go. So I'm just going to set this. It gives me a message that says, please place this handset in the charging cradle in the room you'd like to listen into. So I'm just gonna put it down right here. So this could be your baby's room, and maybe it's a monitoring system for grandparents. You don't wanna spend $100 just on a baby monitor. I have set this phone to call me on the base. So look, I'm getting a call from Landon because actually the system heard the sound of my voice and is now calling me. So I could be anywhere in my house, or it could call me on my cell phone, my work line. This can call you on an outside number that you set up ahead of time too. So now I can listen. I can hear my little baby in the morning when he wakes up. He's not quite ready to get out of bed yet. I can put it on speakerphone and listen for as long as I want. And then he starts to roll around a little, and then he starts kind of purring and making cute little sounds. It's so much fun. And then I realize, okay, he really is ready to get up. So it's a great way to stay connected to the rooms in your home, the people that you love, maybe even your teenagers. If you tell them you're not supposed to watch TV when you get home from school, you're gonna know, because if you have this system set up, all you do is just put it in in that mode before you leave the house, and you'll now know if they're watching TV when they shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
I was thinking more of like, not supposed to have a party when we're
Or that.
I was watched that Risky Business movie the other day, and it kind of brings it all back.
It brings a lot of memories
it's kind
back.
of like, yes, Adriana, I'm never leaving.
Never going out of town.
I'm going to be listening in. Listen, this is such a great system. You know, this is everything you need. The corded phone is so important to be able to make those phone calls when the power's out, to be able to pick it up and have that connection to someone important. But on top of that is the fact that you have the talking caller ID, which you are gonna love that. But the call block, for me, it's all about that call block. I don't know how many phone calls that you get at home, but my dad is a very generous man, has made actually, you know, written a few checks, and let me tell you what, he gets so many calls now. And he just, every time the phone rings, you know, I'm at my parents', I'm like, are you gonna get that? They're like, no, it's sales. No. Oh. And I said, well, it might be your other daughter.
Right?
And they're like, I'm pretty sure it's a sales call because they get so many.
That's frustrating.
Now you can sit there and you don't have to move until you find out it is your other daughter, or that it's somebody that you want to speak to. And if it's not, block them, because then they can't keep coming back for more. And that's the frustrating part. I had somebody who kept calling me looking for Marie somebody. I'm talking years they kept calling me. I couldn't block them. So there was no way for me to get rid of that call. Now you have it on every phone.
Ken had that happening too. They were calling the house looking for someone that wasn't him for years. Okay, private caller. So we don't know who this person is. Sometimes you just know you don't want to take those calls. You touch that dedicated call blocking button, and then you simply press the yes button to activate it. And now that caller has been blocked, added to your list of 250 names and numbers. This is powerful technology to keep you away from the calls that you don't want to have to accept. Now, we used to offer 20 numbers that could be blocked, but you had to go into a menu to access it. Now it's that dedicated button on every single handset. So it doesn't matter where you are in your home, if you're in front of the base station, if you're by one of the handsets, no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you can block the call. And I want you to know, you can block the call as it's coming in, like I just did. You can block the call while you're talking to the person, or once you get off the call and you decide, okay, that was a real pain in the neck, I want to block afterwards, you're going to be able to block afterwards too. So before, during, and after the call, you can always go back and block that call. Now, the other thing is, we're human beings, and sometimes we change our minds. Sometimes your ex sends you flowers, and maybe he's not such a bad guy. You maybe give him another chance, and that's okay. You can unblock him if you want to unblock. So anybody that you block, maybe accidentally, or you have a change of heart, whatever happens, you're gonna be able to unblock if you choose to. And I love that feature too.
We're gonna put a clock up on the screen because we have very few minutes left now to present this. This is just one of our favorite things that we offer. Everybody has to have a phone. And if you're like me, as soon as I get home, my cell phone is going on the table because
mine's
I just
on the charger.
prefer, yeah, right. Then there's that. I just like to talk on something that it's just easier to hold. It's just more comfortable, and frankly, for me, I think the sound quality is better. But this is going to have the nice big numbers, the nice big letters, the call block. If you go in and just price a call block system, if you just go and do that,
truly,
just please do it. I'm going to encourage you to do it. You will understand how important it is that this is built in. Plus, you don't have to plug in something else and have some other, you know.
Nothing to set up.
Right, another piece of clutter around. Everything is built right in. That call block button is on every single one of these phones. That caller ID, talking caller ID, is going to be on every single one of these phones. It is just a great system. It is a beautiful system. And, you know, frankly, for this kind of value, you wouldn't expect it to be this pretty.
This nice, this pretty, this well-made, really decorator-friendly, that champagne gold. Like you said, the most gorgeous set we've ever offered. This is also DECT 6 Plus. I just want to talk you through a few bullet points on that technology. This is really the latest technology when it comes to home phones. And what's so great about it is it basically has a built-in range extender. So you can wander away from the base from 160 all the way up to 1,000 feet and not lose the call. So improved sound quality, improved range, crystal clear call clarity with every single call. It is a dedicated dedicated voice frequency. So if your husband's using the microwave or vacuuming, oh, don't we wish? Or if the baby monitor goes off, you're not gonna have any interference on the line. So you don't worry about Wi-Fi interfering. You don't worry about that because this is dedicated. Also, no one can listen in on your private phone conversations. That's a huge one. People used to be able to very easily get into that signal and listen to your private calls. That doesn't happen here because every single handset is encrypted back to the base station. A few little extra notes as well. 1 through 9 on this handset are your speed dials. You have 100 name and number phone book. You've got 3 speed dial locations on the main base station too. So all 3 of these are instant dialing options to the kids' daycare, grandma and grandpa, whoever you call the most, your husband on his cell phone. You've got the dedicated call blocking button and it's on every single handset. You have this beautiful adjustable, nearly 3.5-inch screen on the main base. This is the system I have in my home office and I love it because it's so user-friendly. The buttons are so nice and big. Everything is backlit, glowing, gorgeous. The sound quality here is outstanding. So just buy with confidence. If you are looking to upgrade your home phone right now and you want something that works beautifully, this is the ultimate system to have. And then if someone does call you and leave you a message on your answering machine, 17 minutes of record time as I mentioned, this system can call you and play your message to you. I think that's one of the really, really, really cool features to this. If you're the type of person that you're constantly calling in and checking your home phone all day to see if someone left you a message, now you know, because this will call you on your cell phone or call you on your work number or call you at your parents' house and play the message to you when it's left. Isn't that brilliant?
And again,
So
with
smart.
people ordering right now, I have the final 600 before this completely sells out, okay? Over 2/3 of our quantity completely gone. This is just something that every time we've offered this, it has sold out. You guys really understand that the technology in this phone system is checking every single box. And if you read the reviews, which I hope you do, you know, I love that when people buy it here, when you shop with us, that you take the time to write those reviews. I read them too. Okay?
Me too.
I can't touch every single product here. I read the reviews after you get it home, how this fits, how this works. Read the reviews on this one. People love this system.
Love it.
And absolutely, if you can, please use express ordering. We've actually dropped below 1,000 hard quantity, but I have 400 of you trying to get through right now. So please express ordering to get through, or hsn.com is your easiest way for you to be able to do this. 541 reviews. Listen to this. 409 of those are 5-star reviews. Absolutely incredible.
It's amazing. You're going to love it. A great upgrade. Thank you so much.
What a great, I wish I had it for Hospic. I do have some great stuff for Hospic, and that's